everyone, my name is Natalie Wall, and today I'm here to inform y'all on the Volkswagen emissions scandal of 2015. So the Volkswagen Group is one of the world's leading vehicle manufacturing companies in terms of sales and revenue, and it has reached the top of the charts and rankings for many, many years, including ranking among the 10 most valuable brands in the automobile sector. So many may come to a surprise when Volkswagen, the leading company, was dubbed the diesel dupe in the late 2015 emission scandal. And it was due to what is now called a defeat device in order to cheat on the U.S. emissions test. And I think to successfully deep dive into this scandal, I think it's only fair to go back to the start. So on May 28th, 1937, a state-owned automobile company named Volkswagen, or the People's Car Company, was founded under the control of Adolf Hitler during the time of his campaign. Throughout this campaign, Adolf had a vision to build a network of autobahns or highway systems, along with the production of affordable and fast cars that were said to be the people's cars. Adolf's vision quickly came to a halt with the start of World War II, and the factory that was supposed to start production of Volkswagen vehicles suddenly started production of military vehicles and equipment. During this time, being that the factory was a high production site for the military and its equipment, it was bombed by the Allied forces and it was left in shambles by the end of the war. Following the war, the factory was rebuilt and the German vision was indeed reinstated with mass production of the Volkswagen in 1946. And by 1949, after a transfer of control from the West German government to the state of Lower Saxony, more than half of the passenger cars produced in Germany were Volkswagens. With the rapid expansion throughout the 1950s, the company saw strong exports through additional countries, along with some hesitancies from countries such as America due to the Nazi Germany connection. With some help of a landmark advertisement campaign, an American establishment, and a brand representative with the name of Doyle Dan Bernbach, the Volkswagen Beetle became the most popular imported automobile in the United States. Shortly following, Volkswagen became the majority denationalized in 1960 with the sale of 60% of its stock to the public, and it became a worldwide vehicle with operating plans throughout much of the world, including Mexico, Brazil, China, and the United States. Over the years following, Volkswagen as a company did nothing but prosper and grow, including becoming the owners of several additional automobile companies, such as Audi and Porsche, and briefly holding the title of the world's largest car manufacturer by volume in mid-2015. But this was sadly stripped of the title when Volkswagen began to face the public emissions scandal. On September 18, 2015, the Environmental Protection Agency charged Volkswagen due to installing software that was later called a defeat device in 6 of their diesel-powered cars, ranging from model years of 2009 to 2015, that allowed vehicles to overall cheat on EPA emissions tests. This software put the vehicle into like a test mode, which resulted in the car running below normal power and performance under controlled laboratory conditions. But as soon as it hit the open road, the engine switched out of this said mode, and it had a nitrogen oxide emission 40 times higher than the permitted standards. So following this charge, Volkswagen quickly began a downward spiral, as many could assume, with over $30 billion fines, decreasing in sales, tarnished name, and a resigned CEO. There was need for improvement quickly, but only room to go up. After Mr. Winkelried's, the CEO, and I probably butchered that, resigned, the former boss of Porsche, Matthias Müller, stepped in and began the rebuilding process, which included the formation of Sustainability Council in 2016, and attempts to embrace zero-emissions vehicles and become an overall eco-friendly company. Along with this, the company took several shifts in all fields, including a cultural shift to stray away from the ideal that financial targets must be met, even if it requires cheating, because that's kind of what resulted in the first place. And instead, they decided to become more ethical, collaborative, and more of a purpose-driven company. Volkswagen as a whole began to be an advocate for all things environmentally friendly and even began to address climate change with the encouragement of more decarbonization within the automotive section. This rebranding kind of paid off for them for the automobile company, and it resulted in the company regaining its customers' value and trust, and they overall regained its footing within the industry. So overall, with the end of this report, Volkswagen has been through several trials and tribulations, including the title of the Diesel Duke, due to the emissions scandal, but with certain tweaks and dedication, the company was able to regain its strength.